Hi everyone, welcome to MPQ, which stands for Marcel Proust Questionnaire. This is our first video and I'm looking forward to get in touch with more YouTubers and streamers to continue this show. The clip in this video is taken from the link in the description. Go ahead and support our guest and let's begin.
First, a long time subscriber wants to do an interview with me live on a stream, and he wouldn't quite tell me what it was about, but I'm about to drag him in and see what's going on. So let's say hello, I'm Micca. What's going on? I am ready whenever you are, my man. I have no...
Okay.
I think I have a suspicion as to what this interview is about, but to be honest with you, I don't know for certain.
Welcome to MPQ. It's called Marcel Proust Questionnaire. Have you heard of him?
No.
He's a famous old guy from 1890s, and it's common between journalists and French literature lovers, basically, so they know about them.
Okay.
And the idea came from the show that I like to watch. It's a Russian show, and in the end, the host asks questions from his questionnaire. So I decided why not to use this for streamers or YouTubers. So that's the whole idea.
Okay.
Okay, so the rules are simple. As an introduction, I'll give you an introductory questions in the beginning, and then we can move on from the original questionnaire. You can answer honest and short, and if you don't want to, you can just skip it.
Okay.
Okay, first question. Who is your influencer? So who influenced your work, and when you opened your channel, the YouTube channel, and how did it happen?
The answer is nobody, and I don't mean that in that I'm so cool I self-influence, but rather when I started doing YouTube, at the time there was nobody doing this platform at all, so there was no work to reference or look toward. I was watching some things like, I think it was the guy that did, they had Boom Headshot, you had Red vs. Blue, and you had some very small machinima studios, you had a few podcasts. I like the Ricky Gervais show, that was a fun one. And you had other influencers that would come around that I would enjoy later on, but at least initially there was nobody to compare to. There was nobody at all, so that's kind of a hard one.
It's okay. Second one, what do you think you would do if YouTube disappears one day? And do you have any backup plan?
I am way overdue for creating a backup plan, and if YouTube were to suddenly disappear, I think I would find myself in a deep depression, more than I would be doing anything. My backup plan currently is to diversify into streaming and building other social media platforms. Thankfully, given what I've done, I've built up a large experience base in influencing, and what most YouTubers do when they retire, when you send them out to the farm, is that they end up working social media or influencer management or partnerships or something like that at a game company like Logitech, Turtle Beach. I'm actually playing Overwatch at the moment, so you'll have to give me a second. Turtle Beach, or they'll do like PR for Activision or something kind of like that.
Fine. And are you enjoying the state of the gaming and what you do? Are you enjoying it now? Or it's something that you have to do it kind of, you feel like?
That's a yes and no. I love playing games, and I really enjoy streaming. I have recently gotten very tired of editing videos. I'm pretty close to getting burned out on editing and what I guess you would call traditional content creation. But I still enjoy making some things, some certain guides, some certain videos or passion projects. And streams are really what I'm enjoying right now more than anything. I really enjoy being live and streaming for people.
Yeah, I think we all do. That's why I'm here as well. And now we pass to the actual questionnaire. Again, it's called Marcel Proust Questionnaire, if anyone is interested.
Okay.
And there are a bunch of questions, but I've selected a few for you, and there are just a few left, so I think we will be in time. First one is, what are you afraid of?
I am afraid of... Let's give me a second on this one. So I need to get my answer well articulated while I kill Reinhardt. I am afraid of cockroaches. I really hate cockroaches. They make me squeal like a little girl. I am somewhat afraid of heights without rails. That's not airplanes and other things. It's a little bit of a mixed bag on what heights I'm afraid of and which ones I'm not. I am also afraid of shadow people and demons. Don't like either of those. They're very disconcerting. And Ooh, I'm extremely afraid of loud noises. It's almost like a PTSD type reaction. I will physically cringe and hide if the noises are loud enough or spooky enough.
Wow, that's interesting. I've never heard of that.
It's sort of a reaction from childhood. It's just really hard for me to be around loud noises. If somebody shrieks or screams or yells or there's a pop, I'll tense up super, super hard. You've probably seen it happen a few times on stream when my wife has made loud noises in my general direction, or once or twice she's come in here and got really excited and went "ee!" like in my ears, and I just like fucking shook like a scared little puppy dog because it's really hard for me.
So you don't like being surprised suddenly?
No, surprises are fine. Just loud noises are extremely triggering in every sense of the word.
What about the jump scares in games?
That's normal. Yeah, they scare me a little bit, but it's a normal type of fear. Everybody's a little bit afraid of jump scares, you know.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Next question: what characters do you value in people when you kind of looking for them?
Come again?
What characters do you value in people? What's like things you're interested, that you really value them?
I can't say. That's a tough question. I've never had to articulate that. I would probably say competence and trustworthiness. I like people that can take care of their own situation without a great deal of babysitting. And I like people that are steadfast, loyal, trustworthy, predictable. I really hate people that are conniving, that lie a lot, that deceive, and oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this thing for you, and then they use that as some manipulation to do some other thing that actually ends up hurting you. That's not my jam. I think it's more of I dislike manipulative people.
That's a good one. Here's an interesting one. If you, or when you meet God, no matter if you believe or not, when you meet them, or him, I mean, or her, him, God, what do you say to him?
I think it would be more appropriate to listen.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've heard that answer as well a few times from the show. If you couldn't successfully change something in you, one thing, what would you do?
I assume you mean a character trait.
Anything, yeah.
I would change my ability to change. I would change faster. I feel that I change too slowly. I feel that I am too often reluctant to do new things and branch outside of my comfort zone. So if I could change anything, I would change my own ability to change so that I were more adaptable and faster, smarter, better, more flexible of a person.
Nice. I think I know the answer to the next question, but I'll ask you anyway. If you can pick a country outside the United States that you have to be born and experience the culture, what would that country be?
Ooh, what do you think the answer is going to be? What do you think I'm going to say?
I think you're going to say Singapore for some reason.
I was thinking Singapore is pretty high on my list, but I might also go with the People's Republic of Canada.
Wow.
Canada's a very nice place. To be perfectly honest, I don't like the UK for a place to live. I like the English countryside. I don't like the big cities. Big cities are butts, but the countrysides are very nice. Singapore is definitely really high up there. I really enjoyed that place. Although the question is where to be born and experience something different. I might go something more radical like a India or something that I'm completely unfamiliar with.
What about Japan?
No.
No.
Why would I want 60-hour work weeks, crippling depression, an extremely overbearing and traditional society with extremely high suicide rates? That doesn't sound very fun to me.
Yeah. Good one. Wow, there's so many questions that cross over. Okay, this is interesting. What is your ideal of happiness? What's your ideal of happiness?
I don't believe I have one.
Okay, and probably I think this is the last one. What do you regret the most?
What do I regret the most?
Yeah.
Knock me down and I'll keep getting back
Anything.
up. Charging.
This one's gonna be hard.
Yeah, you might have nothing, but that's
No, I've
also an
got a big
answer.
regret. Probably one of the worst things I've done in my entire life. There was a time when a person, who was a social worker, reached out to me to help organize a surprise for a critically ill teenage girl. She was, I believe, 14. She had a rare genetic disorder, chromosomal, not chromosomal, it was just genetic, and she was not going to live to be 15. She had a fairly straightforward wish, one that you may have heard before, in that she wanted to have a lot of people write her nice letters, so that before she went, she got to read a couple hundred or a couple thousand letters. And this was something that was very touching to me. And I get a lot of charity requests, a lot of bullshit charity requests too. But this one really hit home. And I was like, okay, I'm down. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for her. I'm going to use my channel to get this letter writing campaign going on and pull some other people on board. And I made a promise to do it. What ended up happening is I got caught up in all my own bullshit and making in-depth and traveling and I don't know, I guess what I thought was big shot shit at the time. And I put it off and put it off, and then I realized I had done nothing for like 2 weeks and that the campaign was going to end pretty soon. It was more than that. I'd put it off for like a month or two. I kept saying I was going to do it, and I was like getting lazy, and then I was lazy for so long that it was almost like a done deal. And I realized there was like a day or two left in the particular campaign that she had going on. And I was like, hold up, I've got a better idea. I'm going to it was almost an ego feeding in a way. I decided to wait until the very last minute, and I was going to completely blow up the campaign. I think it was maybe more of a surprise, almost a cruel one, or maybe a way for me to feel better about myself. I was going to do it on my channel, but wait till like the last day or two, so that the girl would think that the campaign that she wanted for her final wish was somewhat unsuccessful, and then at the very last minute it was going to explode, and thousands of people were going to send letters, and it was going to be a big deal. And I was making the video, I was doing the work, I was getting the information, and I reached back out to the original person, and they're like, it's too late, she died. And I'm like, what? It's just a joke? And they're like, no, you waited too long, she's dead. And because I got too caught up in my own bullshit, because I thought I was going to be some clever troll type person or something, I ended up getting absolutely nothing done that I should have, and she died. And the campaign was unfinished, and she died thinking that nobody gave a shit. And that is probably one of the worst things that I have done in my entire life, and I regret that to this very day.
Wow, that's a tough thing. Man, thank you for sharing.
Heal up here.
I don't know how to end this.
You want an honest answer? That's an honest answer, man.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know how long this is, but thank you for doing this.
Anytime, you're welcome.
Yeah, I hope this was interesting. I'll see how many people I can get onto this, on this idea. I can maybe find more questions, because it's a very small questionnaire thing. Again, thank you so much for letting me do this.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. And have a nice stream.
You too.
Mission ain't over yet.
10 seconds.
And that's it. Thank you for watching. As you noticed, the sound coming from my side was bad, so I had to put some subtitles for me. And overall, the game sound was a bit too high as well, but that's okay. I am new to this, and I hope I can improve in the following episodes. In the comments, can you please let me know whom do you want me to interview next time, and I'll try to do my best to get them on our show. Until next time, this has been Micca on MPQ Interview.